swimming carnival, Stinky. I was so proud of you, I can't believe you came first. Was I doubting you? No, not at all. Of course I wasn't doubting you, dear. But, you know, I suppose I'm really thinking of myself. When I enter a race or any sort of competition, I'm always in it for the fun and to have a jolly good time. I'm not really sort of a competitive person, I suppose, but you are quite competitive and you came first. Oh, you're so excited, aren't you? Yes, you are. Can we put your trophy up on the mantelpiece? Yes, we can put your trophy up, and also your lovely blue ribbon that you got as well. And you had so much fun in the pool with all the boys and girls. I do love the swimming carnival. Every year it's a lot of fun, isn't it? Yes, it is. What's that? Oh, it's time for story time. So it is. Hello, my story time adventurers, one and all, and welcome back to story time once again. Well, you probably just heard we're all very excited here on story time today because Stinky came first in the swimming carnival. That's right, boys and girls. My boy here, he won out of his classmates and he got a trophy and a wonderful blue ribbon with first on the ribbon as well. Number one, you're number one, Stinky. You got the blue first ribbon. How exciting indeed. And of course, because it's so hot here in Australia at this time of year, boys and girls are very eager to jump in the pool and to go for a swim. And there's lots of swimming carnivals on at this time of year. Lots of schools are going into swimming competitions and everyone has a marvellous time. So if you're not hitting the pool here in Australia to have a swim to cool off, you're down at the beach with your beach umbrella, bucket and spade and hitting those waves. And I have to say, it is very, very refreshing on a very hot day, isn't it, Stinky? Yes, it is. Well, Storytime adventurers, waffling on just a bit, I know, like I do. Well, today's story is called Chip the Lifeguard, and thank you, Stinky dear. And I'm happy to say, boys and girls, mums and dads, that this is a brand new book, so I am absolutely looking forward to reading this one. I love nothing more than going to the bookstore and getting a new book for story time each week. Very, very exciting indeed. I just love bookstores. It's just like Christmas when you go to a bookstore. So many wonderful new books, and sometimes it is hard to decide which one to get. So here we go, my dear ones. Chip, unlike most other gulls, had his heart set on becoming a lifeguard. Well, look at that, Stinky. There's Chip there. We'll turn the book around so everyone at home can see. There he is there, boys and girls. Chip the seagull, and he'd very much like to be a lifeguard. Well, that is a very important job, I have to say. Very, very important indeed. Yes, a big responsibility to be a lifeguard, making sure that everyone swims between the flags and to keep everybody safe. You always have to be on the lookout. It all began, Stinky, with a double dip, a missed flip, then a crash and a splat. Well, there's Chip there, soaring high in the sky, dipping and swerving, and of course coming down with a crash. That has set the wheels in motion, I think, for Chip wanting to become a lifeguard. Or perhaps he has always had this wonderful ambition to become a lifeguard. Yes, perhaps he has wanted to be a lifeguard for a very long time. His life was saved and his mind was made up. Oh, that's why. Oh, yes, I see now. Chip would become a lifeguard just like his hero, Jess, Stinky. What's that? Is that Jess there on the surfboard? Yes, it is, Stinky. And we'll turn the book around so everyone at home can see. There's Jess there, boys and girls, the wonderful lifeguard there, and she has saved Chip's life. So that's wonderful indeed. Absolutely marvellous. What a wonderful lady she is. Although that is her job, of course. That's what you have to do when you're a lifeguard. But there'd never been a gull lifeguard before. No, there has not. aren't they meant for budgies, says Chip. Nugget, have you seen my cap and swimmers? Well, there's a lifeguard there with his dog called Nugget, and the lifeguard is looking for his budgie smugglers, or his speedos, I should say. Yes, they have some funny names for swimming costumes in Australia. And there is Chip there with the swimming pants on and the cap as well. He certainly is very, very keen to become a lifeguard. Very, very keen indeed. And Chip couldn't join the lifeguard team. No gulls, it says in the rule book, Stinky. Yes, that's Nugget there. Yes, Nugget the dog. And he has a lifeguard rule book. And he is saying, my dear ones, that it is not allowed. And there he is there with his book of rules. It is not allowed. Oh dear. Well, perhaps Chip is going to have to find a way around it. Yes, perhaps there's a way that he can become a lifeguard. We'll just have to wait and see. Grrr, no gulls. Chip, Stinky, was miserable. Oh, look at that. Look how miserable he is there. Very, very sad indeed. Well, there he is, boys and girls. Nugget the dog there has been growling at Chip and saying there's just no way, Chip, that you can become a lifeguard. So there he is sitting down there feeling very, very sorry for himself indeed. What is Chip going to do? I wonder if his lifeguard dreams have been smashed to pieces, or will he find a way to become a lifeguard? Perhaps he'll find a way. Sometimes you just have to find another way to go about things. Until he realised he had nothing to lose and decided to try out anyway. His friends helped him prepare lifeguard tips. Always swim between the red and yellow flags. That's absolutely right. Stinky, you must always swim between the flags. That's spot on. So perhaps if he brushes up on his lifeguard rules, perhaps that may help Chip. Let's hope that it does. So perhaps he will become a lifeguard after all. Chip was disguised and ready for the big day. And I think this is one of these books. Oh, right, you flip it out. His friends helped him prepare and practice and hatch a cheeky plan. Oh, yes, so we'll go back to here and we'll flip that out. It's quite difficult to hold these pages, the ones that flip out, but we'll just have to manage there. So there he is there, getting prepared, ready, learning everything that he needs to know to become a lifeguard. And then we flip that page back and it says, his friends helped him prepare. And we'll turn that around again. That's the ticket, as you can see there. How wonderful it is to have friends, because of course they can help you when things get a little bit tricky. Very, very good indeed. Wonderful to have friends. It looks like Chip has some good ones. Chip was disguised and ready for the big day. Yes, he was, of course. There he is there. Chip ready for his big and exciting day. Yes, I wonder if anyone will recognise him. I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe he'll get away with it, I don't know. He snuck up to the starting line. On your marks, Stinky. Get set, go. They dashed and they dived for flags. They surfed and scrambled for waves. Well, there's everybody there in the competition and Chip there as well. And there's a lot of chaos happening there. Everyone crashing and dipping and fighting. Everyone there doing their best. I wonder who will become the lifeguard. I just don't know. Everyone is trying exceptionally hard, I have to say. And doing a very good job, I think. Oh yes, and they're on their surfboards as well. Chip dropped in and then got dumped. Oh, he came off the surfboard. Oh dear. Nugget chased poor Chip away. Danger, rip. A current. Oh no, he'll be drifting and taken out to sea. Let's hope not. And there he is there. He came off his surfboard and he's been dumped by the waves, tossing and turning over and over again. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Poor old Chip. Oh, he's having a bit of a rough time at the moment. Is he really suited to be a lifeguard, my poppets? I just don't know. Chip's dreams had drowned. Oh dear. Oh, it's gone very bad, Stinky. He thought he'd never become a lifeguard when all at once Chip spotted something in the sea. Help! 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 Is it Nugget? Yes, I think it might be Nugget. Nugget the dog has drifted out to sea. Check that out, boys and girls. That's why rips are very, very dangerous, and that's why you must always stay between the flags. Oh dear, somebody needs to rescue Nugget. I wonder who that will be. Will it be our fabulous Chip the seagull? It just might. Chip zoomed to the rescue. He tried to pull Nugget to shore but couldn't get a grip. Yes, it would be very difficult, Stinky. He called his friends for help, but the rip was still too strong. They needed more help, Stinky, and fast. Oh, yes. Yes, he is starting to panic, that's right, and it's very important when you get into some dangerous water or water that is too deep. It is very, very important not to panic and to stay calm. And as long as you keep your legs and your feet, your arms moving, you will stay above water. But you must remember to stay calm. Very, very important. Yes, you've got to try very hard not to panic, because panicking is definitely not good. Chip flapped and squawked for the lifeguard. High five! Great race! But Jess was too busy to notice a pesky gull. Luckily, Chip knew, Stinky, another trick. Well, he's trying to get their attention to say that Nugget, the dog, desperately needs help, but everyone is so busy and preoccupied with what they're doing, they don't take any notice of Chip. They just don't seem to notice him at all. Perhaps taking that lifeguard's chips or nuggets, yeah, they're nuggets there, perhaps that will help. That stole the lifeguard's attraction. Oh, yes, indeed. Nugget, lifeguard, Nugget there in deep water, and Chip led the way, and Jess paddled furiously. And it says rip there, and the flag with an arrow pointing there, Stinky, as well. Well, there's Chip there, and he has finally got her attention to let her know that Nugget now is in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble indeed, and he drastically needs help. Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous indeed. Let's hope that they get to Nugget in time. Oh, I certainly hope so. I'm starting to worry about Nugget. On the board, and we flip this page open again, through the barrel and safe between the flags. Well, Jess has rescued Nugget, thank goodness, with Chip there on the end as well. Oh, it's one of these tricky pages again. If I can turn that there so you can see. And they have saved Nugget. Jess and Chip have saved the day. Well, thank goodness for that, because I was very, very worried, my dear poppets, indeed. The gutsy gull was hailed a hero. Oh, yes, Chip, Chip, hooray! Chip, Chip, hooray! Hooray for Chip the seagull. And there's Chip there, sitting on top of Nugget's head there. Perhaps these two will become lifelong friends now, because Chip helped save Nugget from the dangerous deep water. How marvellous indeed. So perhaps he has become a lifeguard, or a lifeguard gull after all. It certainly is looking that way. Chip is flying high, and he made it into the newspaper as well. Chip had finally become a lifeguard. Oh, how marvellous! Hip hip hooray for Chip. Just like Nugget, Stinky and Jess. Hooray, hooray for Chip's Stinky. You're very happy for Chip. Yes, I'm very happy for Chip as well. The end, and I'll just show you the last page. And there they are there, all together in the Jeep, and Chip flying there as well. And he became a lifeguard in the end. And that was called Chip the Lifeguard. An absolute cracker, I have to say. And I did enjoy reading this one very, very much. Oh, how marvellous, a seagull that became a lifeguard. Simply, simply wonderful. Certainly is an amazing thing, isn't it, to be a lifeguard? You'd like to be a lifeguard when you grow up. Yes, well, fortunately for you, Stinky, you've got lots of time before you have to decide what you want to do when you grow up. Well, mums and dads, story time adventurers, we have come to the end of story time once again. I know, it flies by very, very quickly. But perhaps you could read a book about a seagull that wants to become a lifeguard, or perhaps you could be a seagull, and fly up high. And as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, bye.